Greetings, everyone. I am William Beasley, the Great Momo, and this is a little show I like to call My Thoughts. Now, before I get started on the review for the season 5 premiere, let me just say that if you don't know the style, this is gonna be, if you have watched my past videos and you know the style of my videos, this is gonna be a little bit different. I'm going back with these. Yeah, my notes. What I did was I wrote down a couple things and also some jokes I could use, for this review, and I'll actually be pausing the camera so you more times than normal, so you will see a lot more cuts, because I used to only do it if someone was about to interrupt me. And yeah, like I said, there's some I'm not just writing down notes and then saying what I think. I actually have written down full sentences of what I'm going to be saying. And so, yeah, just, I hope that that's okay with everyone. And so, let's get started with the review for My Little Pony, Friendship is Magic, Season 5 premiere. No, it's not these, just Cutie Map. They never referenced it as Cutie Map. The map as Cutie Map, but, oh well. Let's get on. Right off the bat, yay, castle! I'm one of the few people that actually enjoys the castle. Because, okay, from Twilight's Kingdom, here's one of the big complaints I hear is, why do you make it a crystal thing? We already had that with Crystal Empire. Why don't you make it a tree castle? If it made it a tree castle, you guys would be complaining that it's too much like it looks too much like the Golden Oak Library and should look something different since it's something new. You guys are just still complaining that the Golden Oak Library got blown up. All right. Next thing we're moving on to is I've known how when every pony sits down on their thrones, their cutie marks that's on top of it starts to glow. Now that could have been something that led to the map being created and all, but if you watch Rainbow Rocks, when Rarity is sitting on her throne polishing it, the cutie mark is glowing. And I was just like, did Rarity do that to it? No, but then I realized that happens with every pony. Yeah, and speaking of that little table getting created, the one thing that went through my head when I saw the animation for that was, how did Boomy do this from Omashu? I know I probably should say Toph for the video, but Boomy's the thing that came to my head, so I'm sticking with Boomy. Also, nice to hear reference to the season 4 finale. The only time we've ever heard, this is the first time we've ever heard a reference to a villain's defeat in a season premiere or season finale, except for Nightmare Moon. This is okay, let's go over this again. We went Deus Ex Machina powers, beat T-Rex, the chest put itself into the ground, and then in this giant tree castle, crystally tree castle type thing. I think it kind of looks like a tree. People were like, it still looks like a tree. It does look like a tree. And castle come up, and now we're here. And Applejack's is like, maybe it's just your new house, and there's nothing more to it. And I'm like, yeah, sounds about right, because, Tira kind of, your old house, so, I'd say this is a pretty good house to live in now, Twilight. Also, oh my gosh, Fluttershy, really? I agree with Rarity, and Rainbow Dash, and Applejack, and Pinkie Pie, and Twilight, and probably Spike. Fluttershy, this was not your best episode, and it wasn't even your episode. It was all season premieres and season openers are Twilight episodes. It was a bit more Fluttershy lenient, because she's the only one who was like, this place is awesome. When they went to the village, it's like, and me, I was just bashing my head into my hand the entire time because they're evil. Can you not tell they're evil? When we get to that part in this, I'm gonna about all the reasons why it's so obvious, and but then she was the spy, so there was that. But I'd say every premiere and every finale is a Twilight episode. So moving on. Let's see here, where are I? I love how Spike's just taking a nap, and then Boomy gives him the map. I know it was like the magic of friendship or something like that, but I'm just gonna keep on saying that King Boomy did it. And then Boomy gives him the map, and Spike's just like, "That's new. I like it." I don't know why, I just found that really, really, really funny. And here's our first cut. Okay, and then we have the opening theme song. And it was the exact same from Season 4, except for, instead of the Golden Oak Library, it was the castle in the background. And am I the only one that thinks that I can understand Spike, Zecora, the CMC, and the Apple family being in the picture, but Mare, Snips and Snails, and the cakes are a bit... I don't think they need to be there. That may be just me, and everyone's just like, let's just stick with the main six being in the picture, and even Spike and the CMC get booted. I feel like Zecora, Spike, the CMC, and Granny Smith and Big Mac should be there. No, it's just me though. And then Spike decides to get up, walking on the mat. Pinkie Pie's, "Hey, look, there's my family. Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad." Godzilla! I don't know if that was a Godzilla reference, but the first thing that came to my mind when I saw that was Godzilla. Especially Pinkie Pie. It was funny. It was a funny moment. Oh, and then Baker Sheets, Pinkie organizes. I mean, I guess I can understand that, but I mean, I've always seen Pinkie as being just well, I recently cleaned up a bit, but yeah, I'm pretty unorganized. I don't know if the camera even got that, but I hope it did. But yeah, cut. Oops, sorry. If you're wondering why all these cuts are happening, it's just so I can look at this and just see what's going on. So I'm just not like, so I'm not doing, what does that mean again? During the video itself. So, sorry. So, in the comments, but I'm always looking to improve my videos, so in the comment section below, tell me if I should just be like, okay, yeah, here's what that's about, or if you think the cuts are better. Because I'm always looking to improve on the quality of my videos. And also, I just like to point out that all these ideas are mine. At the time, I'm pretty sure I'm going to upload this on a Monday, or no, I'm going to upload this on Tuesday. And before then, and by the time this is uploaded, I'm pretty sure a lot of other reviews and commentaries, etc., are going to be out there, and they may say the same thing. They have already said the same things I'm saying now. All these ideas are mine. I'm not stealing anything, even though if anyone does watch these, I'm sure they might still say, "You totally stole that from Digibrony," or something like that, you know? But no, I'm just letting you know these are all my ideas. But moving on, Fluttershy not wanting to go. It's like, everyone's going, I'm in. Like, maybe I should stay here with Spike. And then I can understand that, she was, I mean, it's not the first time this has happened. Episode 7, Dragonshy, for instance. So, yeah, and then something I thought was weird about this episode, I thought was a weird thing that they did in this episode was they made Spike a hoofball fanatic. So Spike loves sports. That's never been addressed before. This is season 5, and we're just now addressing that Spike loves sports. And in the episode everyone thought was going to be showcasing sports was all about him. And him liking sports was never addressed. I know there were 2 writers of this, but one of them was the person I'm about to say, so thanks, M.A. Larson. Let's see here. Ah, yes. Road trip. 6 heroes going out on a road trip. Wait, am I watching My Little Pony or Avatar? I could have sworn that, No, they ride a train, not not airships or sky bison. Silly me thinking this is Avatar. I'm sure. Well, while both of these are great shows, I'm sure I won't get these two mixed up anymore. Another cut. So they get on the train in geek mode right now. Geeky dork mode right now. Oh my gosh. The animation during the train scene, when we saw the train on the tracks, was just amazing. Am I the only one who thought that the scenes with the train were just so beautifully animated? I'm such a dork. That's like when I was obsessing over the lighting in Princess Twilight Sparkle. Oh. And also, nice callback to the Crystal Empire with Pinkie Pie being a spy. Being all like, like, you know, when they arrived at the village, like, okay, we shouldn't just rushed in there. I got it. Oh, Pinkie Pie, you jokester, you! What the heck was that voice? Let's see. Oh, yes. And within this town, this new town that we're seeing for the first time, we see lots and lots of ponies who all have Judy syndrome. Yes, Judy syndrome. It is a very, very terrible condition in which you smile very, very creepily. Don't say you didn't think it too. Hello, I am Judy. Welcome to Ba Sing Se. They even all said welcome when the main six came in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. My only thing is, well, okay, so when are they going to say, to Ba Sing Se, my name is Judy? There is no war in Ba Sing Se. Here we are safe. One does not simply pop in on the Earth King. I mean, come on. No, you knew. Wait, did I just make another Avatar reference in this video? Oh, man. Is MLP turning into Avatar? That'd be pretty cool. I mean, I did write a fanfiction where these two shows crossed over. Like, it was in the last stand, instead of the giant portal that's the spirit portal that's in Republic City being a spirit portal, it was a portal to Equestria. Although we already have a human world link in Equestria with the mirror, so maybe it's best that doesn't happen, unless Team Avatar goes in and turns into ponies. I'd be down with that. Jinora being a pony. She and Twilight can read a lot of good books together. And pause again. And time for more Avatar. Not only are they all Judy, but they're equalist. And then we meet their leader, Ponyamon. I mean, Starlight Glimmer. I'll get to why I call her Ponyamon later. But Starlight Glimmer, yes. The first unicorn villain we have to be good. I'm not saying Sombra was bad. I'm not saying Sunset Shimmer was bad. They just weren't good. They were in between okay and good, but they weren't at the level where I could say that they were good villains. Starlight Glimmer. I almost said Sunlight Shimmer. What? They're both unicorn villains. But Starlight Glimmer was a pretty good villain. And also Rainbow Dash's comment on, like, because fighting a horrific monster would be totally awesome. We already did that last episode with Tirek, and the sirens in Rainbow Rocks were kind of like villains when, they, like, the essence of their equestrian forms came out of the pendants in the final music battle, which I thought was really good. I mean, okay, no, that's for another discussion. I'm not going to go into that right now. And also, Pinky's knowledge of the true smile. I know smiles. Those aren't real smiles. Pinky. And also, this place is amazing. Really, Fluttershy. Oh, man. I'm sorry, but I just didn't like Fluttershy in part 1. Fluttershy in part 2 was really good, but Fluttershy part 1 was just unbearable for me. I didn't like Fluttershy in part 1. I didn't. And also, if this is a place for ponies that aren't good at anything to go and be equal, does that mean the Cutie Mark Crusaders are equalists? I don't know what to call them, like equal town. They just call it our town or our village. They never. I don't think the name of that village is ever specified, and if it was, then I missed it, even though I watched the episode twice. So yeah, I'm just gonna call them the equalist ponies. Sorry, but that's just how I roll. I'm an avantard. But yes, does that mean Cutie Mark Crusaders are equalist? Now I want to see Scootaloo get up on a soapbox and say, "Are you tired of being oppressed by unicorns?" What? Everyone says unicorns master race, so that's what I got. That's what I could work with. And then we have the one and only song in this premiere, and I already knew that there would be a song in this. Why? Season 1 premiere, song. Season 2 premiere, no song. Season 3 premiere, song. Season 4 premiere, no song. So season 5 premiere, we must have song. And we did. I believe the song is called Our Town. And first time watching it, I didn't really like the song that much. I didn't think it was a bad song, but it wasn't all too catchy or anything. And while I still don't think it's catchy, viewing it a second time, I found the song to do what it was meant to do and move the plot along very well. Also, in the song, they said, "Winning makes your ego get the best of you." And they said that while making Rainbow Dash stop flying and just stand on the ground. So in other words, they brought Dash down by bringing up her ego. What? Okay, another cut. And then after the song, Fluttershy's are like, "Man, these these ponies are so nice." I'm sorry, Fluttershy, but in this part 1, you were just terrible. You were terrible in part 1. Also, the Double Diamond, I think it was. Double Diamond will do all he needs to help you be comfortable. My name is Judy, and I will help your stay here in Ba Sing Se be a most pleasant one. These equalist ponies are equalist, and Judy? My gosh. Also, Rarity hates the cloaks. Yeah, they walk downtown and Rarity says, Bar gags at the fashion. "I thought you liked cloaks." I'm, of course, referencing the cloak that Rarity had in, what was that episode? Green Isn't Your Colors, when she had the cloak on. Yeah, and just because she had that cloak in that episode, I always think, whenever I see a black cloak, like in, what was it, Magic Duel, when Trixie bought the Alicorn amulet, I thought it was Rarity. In Equestria Girls, when Sunset Shimmer stole Twilight's crown, I thought it was Rarity. Oops. And then here comes the very low point for Fluttershy in this episode. When she says, "Applejack, you're almost as bad as Rainbow Dash." Applejack and Rainbow Dash are my two most favorite characters in the entire show. Dang you, Fluttershy! But also, Would you like to order anything? We have muffins. Muffins? Derpy, come on over here. Come on over here. What's that? Muffins are terrible. Derpy, get away! Get away! You must not taste bad muffins. Only good muffins are good enough for you. What? Derpy cannot eat bad muffins. She is Derpy. Also, Pinkie Pie has the strongest stomach. Twilight has a strong stomach too. First episode, very first episode, Applejack made her eat almost everything at Apple Family Reunion. And well, yeah, she felt like she was gonna explode. She didn't throw up or anything. But then again, you know, Pinkie did eat the entire dessert, and the entire mixed and mashed dessert in Mystery on the Friendship Express, minus the one slice Celestia got. So yeah, I guess Pinkie was the best choice. Oh, well, can't cut now. I've already made it awkward by staring at my thing. Oh, yes, here it is. When what was that pony's name? I don't know. The baker equalist. Gosh, why can't I remember her name right now? Oh well, she's probably not going to be a recurring character, so I don't really care right now. So I said, let's go down, like, meet me down in my cellar, and, you know, it's like, so no one can see what we're about to do. I was like, oh yes, it's time. Like, oh yeah, I'm going to make the reference. Prepare to be equalized. And then they started falling over them. Or not, I guess. Oops. Oh well. Also, speaking of all my Avatar references, I looked in the mirror yesterday and noticed I got a little scar type thing in my left eyebrow. I am Zahir. Oh wait, no, I'm the Great Momo. I'm not Zahir. I'm gonna try and tone down on the Avatar references, but then again, all my videos before this, except for Disney songs and me singing Glass of Water, have been Avatar videos, and those my first two, which are gosh so awful. And there are a few that aren't Avatar, but for the most part, my channel is an Avatar channel. But now it's going to be an MLP channel, as I'm going to be doing this for all of Season 5. Man, this is already a long video. I'm going to need to work on making these shorter. Probably by not talking to you, explaining stuff to you guys so much, and actually reviewing the episode. I'm not even done with part 1 yet. Why am I still talking to you guys? I gotta review the episode. Let's see here. Oh yes, the Cutie Mark Vault. So wait, you keep Cutie Marks in a glass vault? Why not a steel vault? Oh wait, then again, she did say, you know, so they can go and look at them, but I don't think many people do. And then, prepare to be equalized. And I was right this time! Ha ha ha. Ah, yes, Starlight was a good villain in that moment. It was a very good villain in that moment. And then also, it's a trap! Twilight said you guys knew I had to do that. And then the way like they all formed like that equal sign. I love that. I thought that was a nice touch. And then they're thrown in the room. And then we're at part 2. They're thrown in the room, and she's trying to brainwash some of these speeches, and there's really only one thing that I can put in right here to make this work.
My quest for equality began many years ago. When I was a boy, my family and I lived on a small farm. We weren't rich, and none of us were benders. This made us very easy targets for the firebender who extorted my father. One day, my father confronted this man. But when he did, that firebender took my family from me. Then took my face. I've been forced to hide behind a mask ever since. As you know, the Avatar has recently arrived in Republic City. And if she were here, she would tell you that bending brings balance to the world. But she is wrong. The only thing bending has brought to the world is suffering. It has been the cause of every war, in every era. But that is about to change. I know you have been wondering, what is the revelation? You are about to get your answer. Since the beginning of time, the spirits have acted as guardians of our world, and they have spoken to me. They say the Avatar has failed humanity. That is why the spirits have chosen me to usher in a new era of balance. They have granted me a power that will make equality a reality. The power to take a person's bending away permanently.
Exactly. But yeah, like, it's a weird way of brainwashing, but I say it's pretty good. And also, AJ not being able to make Southern references. No! What has the world come to? Man, I really need to make these videos shorter. Also, the voice didn't only remind me of that speech from Amon, but it also kind of sometimes reminded me of GLaDOS taunting you when you're playing Portal. I know, that's getting me. And then, you know, they come up with a plan to get Fluttershy out there and be a spy because of the way she acted in part 1, and you know, it pays off really well. I mean, and not only did I really like Fluttershy's realization, but they were oh so nice, except for the part where they took away my cutie mark and locked us all in this room. Okay, I'll do it. But yeah, no, it was a really convincing double cross, you know? Words, they fail me right now, but let's just say it wasn't like too obvious that they were faking it, and it did well. It did good. Also, party favor taking the blame for the baker and the other one that we never really. I don't remember what her cutie mark was, or if her name was even said. I like that. I thought that was. I really liked that. And they tried to, the main 6 minus Fluttershy tried to reason with him about differences being key for friendship, but it didn't work. And also, with that being said, him sacrificing himself for his friends and falling to it, he goes, "Whatever happens to me, don't turn back. Lynn, what are you doing?" And then Lynn gets her bending taken away about 10 minutes later. Oops. And I was really hoping, just thinking about it, I really hope they did something like, the moment when Amon took Lynn's bending away. You know, how it was like, "Tell me where the Avatar is." And I would, dang it, this camera. He said, "Tell me where the Avatar is, and I will let you keep your bending." And she said, "I won't," and she, you know, refused to tell him, and without trying to persuade her further, just very well, and took him away. I kind of thought it would be interesting if, maybe when Suri trapped them all, if Twilight was able to get away. And, something I missed, when Twilight, when they were like, you know, it's a trap, Twilight tried to, I think Twilight, you know, was about to, for his and she went back like this, kind of like how when she fought T-Rex. Well, she doesn't have the Alicorn magic of Celestial Luna and Cadence anymore. I feel like she was gonna, like, that, doing that would have sent, like, just a blast of, like, full-on Alicorn magic, and I thought that would have been pretty cool, but she got equalized. I am the solution. I gotta stop making mom jokes. But what was I about to say? Oh yeah, I was thinking that, like, maybe when that happened, Twilight did do that, and, you know, was able to get away, because her friends were saying, you know, get away, don't forget about us, you know, you're a princess, get away from here, and you'll be the best too. take care of the situation, and she got away, and you know, I guess Starlight Glimmer would have thought, you know, so like, where is she gone? And they're like, we're not going to tell you. Very well. Pshoom. You've been equalized. Okay. Ha ha ha. And then here we go with this part. What was up with the chimney? I mean, I know you can't use the front door, but you have wings and there's a window. Why the heck did you have to go up the chimney, Fluttershy? I mean, it was kind of creative. You were able to overhear the thing between, I keep forgetting his name. I think it's Double Diamond and Starlight Glimmer, and see that the your cutie mark isn't in the vault anymore. It's, you know, right there. It's right there. But yeah, why the chimney? I don't know. I just found that to be a little odd. And she's kind of been able to, like, since Dragonshy, even though she's scared, be able to persevere through a mission a bit. You know, she's like, okay, I should be almost there, even though she's only like a few feet away from the chimney. But you know, she was still going to be going until, you know, she heard Starlight Glimmer talking to Double Diamond. I hope I'm getting his name right. So I like that, and I hope that this episode gives character development to Fluttershy. I'm not going to know for sure because it wasn't a Fluttershy centered episode, but I feel like this should have been this is character development for Fluttershy, or not should it. I feel like this is character development for Fluttershy, and learning the lesson that you can't always trust ponies. And let's see here. And here comes the reasoning behind Pony Amon. After Fluttershy says, you know, let me shut them in, let me lock them in, and then, you know, tells Twilight about her having a cutie mark, and then Twilight says, I'll join your ways. I'm Judy. Little Miss Fluttershy, you know, pours water on Sunset Glimmer, and Sunset Glimmer has a cutie mark? The leader of the Equalists isn't equal. Wait, why does that sound familiar? Amon, leader of the Equalists, is a bender. Well, why didn't she take away her own cutie mark? So she could take away the cutie marks of others. Why did Amon take away his own bending? Because he needs bending to take away the others' bending. Starlight, I'm sorry, I don't know why I keep on getting mixed up with Sunset Shimmer. Sorry, because their names both start with an S and Immer. But Starlight Glimmer is Pony Amon. I'm probably not going to call her Starlight Glimmer. I'm probably just going to call her Pony Amon. But she is. She's Pony Amon. The revelation has begun! Actually, I think it might have been with this arm, but... Oh, whoa, over 30 minutes. I gotta wrap this up fast. I gotta stop making Avatar jokes. So then, you know, she keeps... Starlight Glimmer screw it. Pony Amon gives a big speech, and I'm just like, hey, communism. Then, you know, she proves herself to be a powerful unicorn, probably more powerful than Trixie, but not as powerful as Twilight. Then, secret tunnel! Secret tunnel! You know, when Starlight Glimmer runs into the houses here. Party favor and Pinkie Pie shipping. I'm pretty sure there's going to be some of that after this. I still ship Pinkie Pie with cheese sandwich. Dash wants to help, and even though she's, like, you know, slow as heck. And also, it was a pretty good chase scene with Starlight Glimmer and the Equals ponies who now have their individuality back. Also, Huon, get your hands off me! You're crushing my individuality. And then the balloon bridge, I thought that was pretty weird. That was kind of weird, and I don't really know if I like that. Twilight explains that how books only get you so far. You need your friends to get to again. And then Starlight, Pony Amon got away, and which makes me think if Kira could join forces with Discord, could Pony Amon join forces with the great and powerful Trixie? Food for thought. Let's see here. Pause. Staying in the village. I like how the Equus ponies, now turned individuals, are staying in their village. Applejack says, I'm never gonna get used to that, and neither are we. There's still some people who are trying to adjust to Alcorn Twilight. And my last comment on this episode, we should have had more Spike. Overall, I give this premiere a 9.7 out of 10. Gosh, I need to stop this.